Hey there, gang. It's Jim.
And Christy.
Jacobus with your One Night for Oneness Week 5 follow-up. And babe, I know the last week's video really hit me in the heart, as it
Right.
should have.
As it should. So, and this week's is going to be equally as impactful. So,
Yeah, I think this one's kind of punched me in the nose.
you're getting beat up in this
I,
series.
I feel like it, but you know what? I take it back. I make light of that because it's really getting my attention. Every one of these videos is just taking me deeper and deeper. So, gang, we're going to roll a short video here. But after we get through, we got a question for you. And be sure and download the video below in the email. Watch that video, download the discussion guide, and Trip is going to give us some great information about getting our priorities right, babe. Let's roll the clip.
Roll them.
Your marriage is always being enhanced by or victimized by what you treasure. What's happening in your marriage? Where is what's important to you? Where is what's a treasure to you harming this relationship? Desire for a good thing becomes a bad thing when that desire becomes a ruling thing. What's effectively functionally ruling your heart? And what's it doing to your marriage? Or let me say it this way, be honest. What do you really want for your marriage?
Wow.
Such a great question.
I like that quote in there. A good thing becomes a bad thing when it becomes a ruling thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think so many times these things start off as a good thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then they become a ruling thing. So again, guys, be sure and watch the full length video down below. Babe, what are your thoughts about that short clip from Trip?
I think he said something that was very true at the very end. What do you really want for your marriage? What do you really want? And when you put down the desires or goals for your marriage, then it makes it something that you can work to achieve. By people watching these videos, by investing in their marriage, can be one of the ways that we strengthen that and we determine and decide what it is we really want for our marriage.
Yeah. So this week's question is, what is it we treasure, and is that in any way getting in the way of what we say we want for our marriage? All right. And babe, what kind of things can you think of that might be getting in the way?
I think a lot of times in my own life, it's good things. It's things like work, commitments to others, like family and
Right.
friends and kids, hobbies, goals that I've set for myself. Is sometimes it gets in the way of dedicating things to my marriage. What about you? Any thoughts?
Yeah, I just keep going back to that quote. A good thing becomes a bad thing when the good thing becomes a ruling thing. All of those things we talked about, there's nothing wrong with any of them.
Right.
But whenever it begins to rule our heart in place of our marriage or in front of our marriage, then I think that's when it can become a bad thing. Pickleball can become a bad thing.
Didn't want to go there, but I
Well,
can
thank
understand
you
that.
for not doing that. For not throwing me under the bus. But I mean, again, a great question here. That's what we want you to talk about this week. If you have any questions for us or we can help you in any way, don't hesitate to email us one night at gracepointportland.org. And we'll be glad to answer your questions. If you have any questions for the church or staff, they'll be watching these emails as well. And again, great question. Anything getting in the way? Got another good one for you next week. And until then, bye for now, gang.